Our second speaker for this morning is Vicki. You're cursed and you don't know it. You're cursed and you don't know it. Vicki.
You're all cursed and you don't even know it? Molly McGillicuddy, leprechaun and recording secretary of the Mystical Council of Beings, are here to tell you your fate. You're doomed! Doomed, I tell you. It all began years ago at the regular quarterly meeting of the Council of Mystical Beings, where Sandman and Truth Fairy made an appeal. They wanted a permanent intervention, a curse on mankind. Why, do you ask? Well, tell me now. When was the last time you appealed to the Sandman to help you sleep? Eons, I'd wager. It's pharmaceutical dissolutions you're after. Pills, draughts, potions. And the Truth Fairy. Oh, that is a sad tale indeed. With the advent of Zoom whitening and porcelain veneers, poor Truthy. She wanders the beaches at night with nothing better to do. It used to be a day when people appealed to fairies for a bright, beautiful smile. No longer. But you will be gratified to know that not all of the beings were convinced by their appeal. Cupid and Santa Claus leaped to your defense. Now Cupid, being all about love, I took everything he said with a grain of salt. But Santa, oh, the tales he told, heart-rending stories of your generous spirit would rain a tear from a stone. But then the Sandman lit up and countered with this fact that convinced us all. Would any of you have paid any attention to the Sandman, to Cupid and to Santa, if you didn't get presents on your holidays? Or chocolate? So, wait a minute. Looking out, I see a whole face full of skeptics. Curse, you ask. What curse? I'll tell you what curse. The dreaded isolation curse. Never heard of it? That's because you're cursed and you don't know it. Now, if you want me to give you details about this curse, let's look at a day that is quickly becoming normal for many of you. You begin the day by driving through a kiosk and getting a cup of hot coffee and an eggy sandwich. And then you proceed to the bank for some financial personal business at the ATM. Then you proceed to the market to buy some scrumptious food, but you use the self-checkout because it's so much faster. Then you go to work at home, thereby saving your employer the cost of that office and yourself the annoying commute. You communicate with colleagues by having conference calls and webcam. Here's the thing. Oh, your children? Don't even matter. Between the iPod in their ears and the BlackBerry, they may never have a conversation again. Fingers like jackhammers they have. And you say, Molly, what can we do to save ourselves? Nothing. It's a curse. Now, you may be able to postpone the effects for a couple of 100 years. You know, we mystical beings are a very patient lot. You could go into the bank and talk to a teller. Occasionally at the market, you could have a chat person. And that poor lady at the coffee stand, she might appreciate something other than a venti no foam latte. But eventually, it will come to pass that the last human being will look at their LED monitor